Hey there guys, welcome back to What Cheers. I'm Nick as always. Tonight we are going to take a look at a brand new, very special beer from Trillium. This is their Speed Dial Double IPA, and what this beer basically is a sneak peek, test batch, pilot batch, whatever you want to call it, for their 3rd anniversary beer that's coming up in just a couple weeks, which is going to be called Dialed In. And what this beer is, well, it's a Nelson Sauvin bomb, basically. It is double dry hopped with Nelson Sauvin, and it also has a bit of Columbus as well. But what's really cool about this one is that they double dry hopped with Nelson, and then mid-fermentation they added Sauvignon Blanc juice to the beer. So for you Nelson fans out there like me and my dad, this is gonna probably be like the ultimate basically Nelson hopped beer. At least that's the idea. It comes in at 8.5%. I don't know the IBUs, and they use a Pilsner malt for this as well. So very crisp, kind of clean tone to this one, hopefully. Haven't had it yet. I only picked up 132 ounce of this, and I've got this filled 1 week ago today at the brewery. So this is super fresh, and since it's double dry hopped, I wanted to let it kind of sit for a week and just kind of calm down, hopefully. And aside from that, that's pretty much it, guys. This has been out of the fridge now for about, well, a little over an hour. It has a slight chill to it, so it should be perfect to get everything out of it right as soon as we get into this one. And just a quick note about Trillium's progress, how good they're doing. They are just killing it at their new facility in Canton. They've been open for a few months now. I haven't posted any reviews of their new beers since they opened, but I just want to say a quick congratulations to them, since I know I'll be posting this one first from the new beers at Canton. And yeah, if you guys haven't had the new beers there, they're scaled up, just incredible stuff over there, and they continue to just kill it. So I'm really looking forward to this one and the anniversary beer coming up. The last couple anniversary beers have just been a couple of the best hoppy beers ever, pretty much. So this is going to be a really nice treat to take a sneak peek look at the upcoming anniversary beer for these guys. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get into this one. I'm super excited. Let's check it out together. This is the fullest growler I've ever seen. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's try to get some kind of head here. Oh yeah, let's just go full pour, full pour. Yeah, look at that. Nice. All right, guys, get a look at the appearance on this Speed Dial. Nice head on this one. About a 2-finger head. It's dissipating pretty fast. Yeah, I mean, it's slightly off-white, medium to small bubbles, tightly packed. Looks like a very creamy, kind of whipped cream, fluffy head to this one. And the appearance is a kind of a darker golden, hazy orange, burnt orange color to this. Very, very nice looking stuff here. Of course, it's Trillium. You expect it to be a really nice hazy looking beer, and this is exactly that. Really nice deep dark golden color to this. Away from the light, really, really awesome. Look at that. Yeah, just a gorgeous looking double IPA from these guys. And this was a draft only. They only did 10 barrels of this one. So I think whatever they take away from this batch of this, they obviously made any kind of refinements they wanted to in this beer, and then proceeded to brew the anniversary beer right away based off of what they learned from this. I think they just want to make sure it's perfected. So let's see if we can find any flaws in this. I have a hard time believing there will be any, but let's go ahead and dive into the aroma on this one, guys. That is so freaking awesome. If you guys, I don't know, Nelson Sauvin is either a love or hate hop for a lot of people, and I know for my dad and I personally, it's our favorite hop ever. It is just so distinctly unique. It has so many little nuanced things to it, and you can pull it out of so many other hops that kind of get maybe lost in translation, kind of like they're all too similar sometimes, a little too fruity. Nelson, you can't get this one confused, guys. This one is straight up in your face. It tells you what it is, and you either love it or hate it. I mean, it basically is like a white wine, very white grape, vinous kind of, almost acidic kind of note, acidic citrus kind of note, but it's truly intoxicating. But very white wine forward. Now this one, they said they added the Sauvignon Blanc juice to the mid fermentation, so this is just taking that Nelson and amping it up even further. We already get those notes of the white grape and grape skin, just kind of this very nice fruity, earthy kind of thing going on, a little bit spicy too, and then just taking it to that next level of kind of sweetness to it. 8.5%, guys. No way you're detecting any alcohol in this. And this is quite warmed up. This is just a slight chill at this point, getting right into it. Yeah, I'd say it's got that super acidic citrus, but sweet. And just grape, just really heavy grape notes to this, but white grape. So very dry, very sweet, just very aromatic, guys. It smells amazing. It's exactly what I was hoping this would smell like. I can't see my dad right now, but I'm sure he's thinking the same thing. This is exactly what a Nelson Sauvin double dry hop beer should be. So smells awesome, guys. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. Cheers. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. And the aftertaste is so juicy. Oh, man. You know what? I thought it was going to be drier than that, but it must be the juice they added to it, because it is just like opening your taste buds. It is so freaking juicy. You know what? It almost tastes like you're drinking a wine at this point. It's so heavy white grape, white wine flavor to it that because of the juice they added, I'm guessing it just adds that extra element of wine, as Nelson Sauvin already does. But man, it opens up your taste buds. It's just, you're just salivating. It's just so juicy, but again, juicy in the white wine kind of character to it. It's not, this isn't Citra, you know, this isn't Mosaic. It's not that type of just straight like pineapple juice or anything like that. It's not really that. It's just very sweet, citrusy, and just grape, white grape skin too. Very dry though. After you swallow finally and after it goes away, it's very dry. Right away, you can tell this thing has a full mouthfeel to it. It is creamy. You know, and this is just opened, but even with that carbonation still being kind of strong, creamy, smooth, kind of velvety mouthfeel. You know, very soft carbonation on the palate, and also right away, a nice blast of sweetness up front, but not overly sweet, just enough to kind of counter those hops, because again, this is double dry hopped. I let this sit for 7 days in the fridge since I got it filled, and I'm glad I did, because I feel like this is exactly at the point where you really, the beer is mellowed out just a tad, probably from when it was super fresh, and all the flavors, you can tell as soon as it hits your palate that the hops aren't overbearing. It's not overpowering. It's very well integrated at this point, and that's what happens with these double dry hop beers. Sometimes you need to let them sit for a few days, and I've experienced it many times with Trillium beers. They do get better over time, and this one right now, man, this is, you know, I hate to say it even, but this is better than I expected it would be. I think everything it's striking me as pretty much perfect for what they were going for. And I would say that this is, you know, again, very wine kind of forward, for lack of a better way of describing it. It's very wine forward. You probably have to like the flavors, the aromas of a white wine to kind of enjoy this. But that being said, it still has a lot of elements of a Trillium beer. I mean, I think, you know, with the Columbus is still there. You still get a little earthiness, a little pinch of dankness, but really minor. And just the, you know, the Trillium yeast, I mean, whatever they're using, it still has very Trillium elements to it. So, you know, I mean, you're drinking a Trillium beer. but it's extremely Nelson forward and very wine forward. Yeah. You know, there's not much else to say about it that I haven't already, because it's already warmed up to a slight chill. What's nice about the sweetness is that up front it's pretty sweet, and then it kind of dies down. Mid palate, it dries out, it starts, the sweetness falls off, and you're left with just a really nice hoppy finish. That kind of grape skin tone on your tongue, and then just kind of dries out like a white wine would, which is also very nice and pleasant. And the bitterness is pretty much non-existent. I mean, you get a tiny bit maybe, but it's pretty much no bitterness for a double dry hop beer like this. That's impressive. And let's talk about the alcohol. Not to be found, nowhere to be found in this beer is the 8.5%. Again, that sweetness and the hops balance each other out great. And you're really focusing on the flavors because, as I said before, Nelson Sauvin, it's not a hop that you can miss. It's very distinct. There's a lot going on. A little earthiness to the flavor as well, with that kind of acidic citrus tone. But man, this is as good or better than I expected it to be. But that being said, this is the warm up, so to speak, for the anniversary beer, which I'm assuming will be very, very similar. I'm not sure what they would change about it at this point from what it already is, because it's pretty freaking awesome. I don't know. This is about as good as I think it could be. But we'll have to wait a couple weeks and find out. And I will be sure to review the Dialed In as soon as I get it, which I will be getting it actually before the public release, because I will be going to the anniversary party with my dad. I was super lucky to get tickets. I went online like right as soon as they went on sale, and I guess they sold out literally instantly. But I just got lucky and got 2 tickets. So I will be getting the Dialed In to share with you guys, which is really exciting because I've reviewed their other anniversary beers in the past. And I try to review their bigger, more exciting releases, just because, I mean, a lot of people are reviewing Trillium now. And I know that you guys have sent me messages and comments telling me you'd like to see more Trillium. So I'll do my best to try to do that for you guys and share more of their beers coming out. But I thought this was definitely one to do, the anniversary for sure, and I'll try to put more of them up for you because I know you guys enjoy them very much like I do. I'm a huge Trillium fan. Usually when I'm not reviewing, they're the ones I'm usually drinking. All right, guys, so I pretty much covered everything and more. So I'm just gonna go off camera real quick, put any final thoughts together, come back to you guys with a score, and let you know what I think. All right, guys, we're back. I've been sipping on this for a little while here, and it just keeps getting better and better. It was already fucking amazing. Now it's just, I don't know what the word is, but it is incredible. Everything about this beer, as I was talking with my dad about this, it is pretty much perfect. There's nothing out of sync in this beer. Everything is in perfect harmony, in balance. It has everything that you would want and expect from the description of a double dry hop Nelson beer. Pretty much does not get better than this. In fact, I don't think I've ever had a better Nelson Sauvin double IPA than this. It's just amazing. So now that it's warmed up to just basically a very slight chill, let's go ahead and walk through the aroma and flavor one more time, and we'll go over the final tasting notes. Man, again, if you like Nelson, it could not be more aromatic. It's so explosive. And as it's warmed up, the hop profile, the actual hops, the rawness of the hops is coming out more than ever. You breathe into this and you're just in Nelson heaven. It's just very distinct, kind of raw, kind of a little earthy, very like acidic citrus, sweet citrus, white wine, white grape skin type of thing, a little spicy too. And you get no alcohol presence to this whatsoever. 8.5%. It's just amazing what these guys are doing. It's really something else. And I think the addition of that, the juice, the Sauvignon Blanc juice to this is just making it that much more just aromatic and juicy in the aroma. And you know, you don't get any dankness. You don't get any dankness. Even though they're using Columbus, they said you really don't get any at all. You know, maybe it's just a touch of earthiness from the Nelson, but no dankness like you do in a lot of Trillium beers. No real tropical fruits or anything like that. It's just, again, the Nelson notes. Let's go ahead and get a sip on this one, guys. Very, very impressed. Oh, man. Incredible. Incredible. Yeah. Great kind of soft, velvety mouthfeel to this. Nice soft carbonation. So palatable, man. 8.5% is just drinks so damn easy. The Nelson explosion in the mid palate is just everything that you could possibly want from a double IPA Nelson beer. And in the finish, as my dad and I were talking about this, that's when that just juiciness from the actual juice comes out, the wine characteristic comes out so strong that when you swallow, it has the drying notes, the grape skin notes, just the grape juice notes of just having sipped a wine, a white wine, a chilled white wine. And it really does just finish that way. I mean, there's no other way to say it. I do get a tiny bit of that crackery, bready Pilsner malt kind of character in the finish, but really in the finish, it's just like you just had some wine, and a low alcohol wine for that matter. You know, this is only 8.5%. I guess a wine would be around like 12, 13% maybe. But dry, no alcohol, no bitterness to this whatsoever, which also kind of lends you to think it's like, oh, it's a wine. You get no bitterness, a little bit of hop character, again, just from the Nelson, which already has those flavors, but just a drying tone. Yeah, guys, this is incredible stuff. And the sweetness, again, is just perfect. It could easily go too sweet, and it doesn't, especially with a juice addition. It's just that classic Nelson bomb that you would hope for and want from a Trillium beer, especially if this is going to be their anniversary, or if this is the base for their anniversary, or whatever they're going to do with it. I don't imagine it getting better than this. I really hope they don't change too much, or didn't change too much when they brewed the real deal, because I just don't imagine this getting any better than it is right now. So guys, as far as the score on this one, I mean, there's no way I can't go 100 on this, which is kind of crazy because I'm only assuming that the anniversary beer Dialed In will be as good or better than this, which is hard to believe, because I don't know how they could top this. But this is just incredible right now. It's going to get 100 from me. Everything about this is lovely. And again, if you're a Nelson person, this is the ultimate. If you're not a Nelson person, you know, you don't have to score it badly just because you're not a Nelson person. It's just that you probably really have to like this hop, and you probably have to like white wine a little bit. But that's, you know, that's just how it goes with this beer. That's what they're going for, and for what they're going for, they nailed it. So it's 100 for me, guys, and stick around for the review of Dialed In. The 3rd anniversary Trillium beer will be out in a couple weeks. After I go to the anniversary, I'll get it, I'll review it, I'll put it up, and we'll see how that is comparatively to this. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely let me know if you're a local or in the area, if maybe you traded for this. Let me know what you think of this speed dial. I think they nailed it. So let's go ahead and say cheers, and I'll see you in the next beer review very, very soon. And I appreciate it, guys. And congratulations to Trillium one more time, to JC and his whole crew over there for killing it the last few months after they opened up their brand new, beautiful Canton facility. It's a huge brewery, and they're just pumping out so much great beer. I know I haven't had time to address it before now, so while I'm on camera for the first time since they opened, talking about them, congratulations. And they're really excited about having their party at the new facility. I'm really excited to go, and I hope you guys continue to support Trillium in all their amazing beers that they're putting out day in and day out. So thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Cheers.